Krishna has discussed many things from chapter 2 till chapter 11. He has discussed many things. Now he's summarizing everything. Now he's taking the essence and he's giving us the gist out of it, and he's giving the conclusion from all these chapters. What is said here? In second chapter, we have started Avinashinu Tadvidhi Yena Sarvamitam Tadam Vinashanam Avasya Sasya Asena Kaschit Kartum Arhasi. Avinashi, this soul is indestructible. So when you know this soul indestructible, then by realizing the soul, you can understand to some extent in comparison the qualities of super soul. So the chapter from 2 to 6 were discussing about how the soul has to be realized first, and by realizing the soul, how Paramatma can be attained. This is what discussed from chapter number 2 till 6. And in the so this is one method of attaining the Lord, that is to understand the soul. And after understanding the soul, then you understand Paramatma, and after understanding Paramatma, you undergo meditation. In meditation, you see the super soul. This is how you attain bhakti. This is what discussed in chapter number 2 to 6. And in 7th chapter, from 7th chapter to 11th chapter, Krishna speaks about different method. That is Maya Sakta Mana Partha Yogam Yum Janmadasharaya Hasamshayam Samadram Mam Yatagyashi Tatsuno. That in that chapter, you understand Jivatma is an Amsha of that Supreme Lord. When you understand that Lord is my Amshi and I am his Amsha, I am his part and parcel, then what one does? One immediately starts doing devotion service directly. It doesn't undergo the process to realize the soul. Instead of undergoing the process to realize the soul, he directly engages in devotion service in order to please the Lord, because he has understood we are part and parcel of Lord. So if you understand this, then the next step, what I'm supposed to do. If you are a part of Lord, if you are an Amsha of Lord, then you should serve the Lord. That is the next step. That is the whole point of mukti. Mukti hitva anyata rupam swarupena vasthitihi. There are two parts in this. Mukti means mukti hitva anyata rupam, giving up your false identification. Yes, you have given up your false identification. What is your identification? Atma. Okay, what is the Atma's identification? What Atma will do? What is the dharma of Atma? Swarupena vasthitihi, being situated in your own swarupa. It is a Swarupa Dharma. What is that Swarupa Dharma? That is, we are all eternally servant of Lord. We are all meant to give pleasure to the Lord. Jivera Swarupohai Krishna Nityadas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Mamaivamso Jiva Loke, Krishna also says. So this Jivatma are part and parcel of Lord. So this Jivatma are supposed to serve the Lord. Then what this devotee he does, what the person does, when he hears this about the quality of soul, then immediately he engages himself in devotion service. This is second path. So there are two paths are mentioned. Now one path is you understand the soul. By understanding the soul, you try to realize the soul, and by realizing the soul, you realize the Paramatma, and from Paramatma, you slowly come to Lord. This is one path. The second path is you understand, you hear about the soul, and immediately you start engaging in devotion service. That is 9th form of devotion service. Then you immediately start purifying yourself, and then you will attain the Lord. This is second type of method to attain the Lord. There are two methods, and among the second method, that is directly engaging in devotion service, there are two kinds of other method. That is Yoga Mishra Bhakti and also Jnana Mishra Bhakti. So Yoga Mishra Bhakti means Krishna said in 8th chapter in 10th shloka that Prayana Kale Manasachalena Bhaktya Yukto Palena Chaiva Bruvor Matre Pranamave Samyak Tatapadam Paramovaiti Divyam. So he says in the Prayana Kale, at the time of death, what happens? One, Yoga Balena Chaiva, one with Bhaktya Yukta. Along with Bhakti, he starts practicing yoga, and by means of this yoga bhala, he attains Lord. Like Bhishmacharya, there are many people, those are all examples. By means of the yoga shakti, and also along with Bhakti, they attain the Lord. And also, Lord spoken about the Jnana Mishra Bhaktas. Like in chapter number 9, we have shloka from 15 onwards. Krishna spoke about jnana yajnena chapyanye. So people, they worship me in jnana yajna also. Like they consider me ekatvena pratatvena. We saw all these things that they see Lord in different forms, and they start worshiping Lord in different forms also. So in this way, they worship me also. This is jnana mission of bhakti. And Krishna spoke about pure devotion service also. That is Yoginam api sarvesham madgadena antaratmanaha shraddhavan bhajate yomam samayukta tamamataha in 6th chapter 47th shloka in the end of Dhyana Yoga. So Krishna spoke about different kinds of Bhakti Yoga in the Bhakti Prakarana itself. Now Arjuna's question. Arjuna starts with a question because he's a good hearer. He's not like us. Okay, Krishna, you are telling something, I'm hearing something. Ultimately, you do whatever you want to do, I will do whatever I will do. No, he's listening very carefully. Even in the midst of that Kurukshetra war, yeah, Krishna is speaking so many things, not just one thing. He's speaking many things from many point of view. You can just see how Krishna spoke about Atma. From many point of view, he was just pushing Atma is eternal, Atma is eternal, Atma is eternal, body is temporary. And Karma Yoga. So from many point of view, he pushed that Karma Yoga is better, Nishkama Karma Yoga is better, and Nishkama Karma Yoga has to be done. Jnana Yoga cannot be done, and Nishkama Karma Yoga is better than Jnana Yoga. Ultimately, the Jnana is inside the Nishkama Karma Yoga. By means of doing Nishkama Karma Yoga, you don't have to do Jnana Yoga itself. Both gives the same result. So he was from various point of view, he was trying to convince Arjuna, yes, this is better. And also in Dhyana Yoga, he spoke about different process of Dhyana Yoga, and he came to 7th chapter. In 7th chapter, he spoke about his energies. He spoke about how his energies are everywhere and how he is inside the energy, how he is not with the energy, how he is maintaining everything, and how many kinds of devotee. He just spoke many different subjects. And Arjuna is very intelligent. Why? Because he's devotee, and that's why Lord is in his chariot as a driver. So Arjuna could understand the essence. So now he's asking very proper question just for us, for our clarification. Because as a sadhaka, by hearing all these things, we may be in confusion. So just to solve our confusion, Arjuna is asking question. But in reality, we are not in confusion because we don't understand anything anyway. So Arjuna, Shastras, it speaks like this. It gives a point, it gives another point, it gives another point, it gives another point, it gives another point, just goes on keeping it just keep on giving you points. Then at last it gives you conclusion. Okay, this is the conclusion. Then we are safe. Otherwise, if you start making your own conclusion, then you will be in a big trouble. So Arjuna, being merciful, not only Krishna, even actual devotees are more merciful than Lord, that we will see in the end of this 18th chapter. So Arjuna, he's representing us. So he just saw us. My God, already these people are very confused. Now Krishna is confusing with so many different kinds of path. What they are going to do, poor fellows. So let me ask a question so that it will be clear what they should do. So he just summarizes everything and he puts in a very, very intelligent way, just puts in one shloka, whole chapters from chapter number 12 to chapter number 11, all the things in one shloka. Very beautiful summary. He says,